Isaiah 14:12 in modern translations of the Bible, and only in modern translations of the Bible influenced by the Latin Vulgate, translated by Jerome by around the year 400 CE. And if we look in the Vulgate, we actually see a few more occurrences of the word. Jerome uses it to translate a word meaning morning, to translate a word meaning morning star as a reference to Venus, to translate a word meaning constellations. And in all this usage, it is being used as a generic title. The L is lowercase in the Latin. Now, in Isaiah 14:12, the Hebrew word there is Halel, which means something like shining one, and is a reference to Venus as the morning star. And then immediately following in apposition, we also see the phrase Ben Shachar, which means son of the morning, another reference to Venus as the morning star. And in this usage, it is a sarcastic reference to the king of Babylon as one who is self-exalted up above the stars of God, on par with the Most High, but who will fall down to Sheol. So it is a contrast between the height of the king of Babylon's self-exaltation and the depths to which he will fall with the fall of Babylon. Now, when the Septuagint rendered this passage, Halel was rendered as Heosphoros, which means something like dawn bearer, and is another reference to Venus as the morning star. And so Jerome saw these uses and rendered Lucifer, which is an okay translation. This is not a mistranslation in any sense. However, there is a figure named Lucifer in some Roman mythology. And so when we get into the medieval period, and when we get into literature being written about the Bible, we have a couple of things that happen kind of organically, kind of naturally. One, Lucifer gets interpreted not just as a generic title, but as a reference to a divine figure. And the L gets capitalized, so to speak. In places like Paradise Lost, we see another step being taken where resonant traditions are merged. And this is a natural product of approaching the Bible while presupposing its univocality, or in other words, presupposing that everything in the Bible presents one single unified perspective. And so the story from the Hebrew Bible of this exalted divine figure who falls to Sheol, and the story in the book of Revelation and elsewhere of Satan who is cast out of heaven down to earth, they become harmonized, and they become viewed as one single story from a couple of different perspectives. And thus we have the generic reference to Venus as the morning star becoming a reference to an individuated divine figure, becoming the personal name of Satan.